Hello, welcome back. What a game one we just had between 50 plus kills, 30 minutes, a banger level one, Naruto references. I don't know what else we can ask for from that one, but oh my goodness, Taco Gaming somehow comes back from the brink of what was a disastrous level one, get themselves back in this game and get themselves a win beatdown.
Right, and I mean, honestly, it's tough too when you look at this draft. Like the three of us were talking about it when the draft phase was kicking off, and it was Cap and all Ovally talking about it, and we were thinking by the end of it, like, oh, this is a really tough one to play out if you are Taco Gaming, just because of how much power they had going for them in the early game, and it's tough too because early game comps. Well, I mean, we saw it happen yesterday with Immortals AOE. Same story. If you don't snowball early, you do lose. But the funny thing is, Taco Gaming kind of defied the odds because they didn't snowball early, but they won.
And I mean, when you have a draft like this, Stunt, I know being a professional support, had that perspective on bot lane for Taco Gaming. We were looking at that level one. When you draft a Kate, everything is set up around Caitlyn in draft. And when a level one goes that disastrous, you lose both sums, you lose a kill. I mean, this is something that, I mean, as we take a look at this level one, this should have been no team's game, is what it felt like.
Yeah, honestly, a champion like Caitlyn, and especially a bot lane like Caitlyn Karma, they have a very narrow win condition. It's stomp lane and get those plates and snowball the game from there. But since they dropped the ball level one, it should have been game over from this point forward. So I was surprised that they were able to get a comeback. So what I want to say about this invade is that they don't win the face check, and so they had to send 5 people together at level 1 to get the wards in the jungle and then sit there and don't let them walk in and poke them when they walk in. If they have to face check the Nautilus, then they have a chance of losing it, and I think they really needed to count the numbers, and when people aren't at their spot in the 5 point, you need to recognize that and be like, they could be stacking, and I think it might be down to nerves that they didn't really account for that.
I mean, it was something that, we talked about late invading with Caitlyn Karma. I thought it was a really nice counter coming out from No Team, but God, we have to credit Taco Gaming. Beat down these guys. I mean, what they have had to overcome to get here in the first place. There's quite a bit of adversity taking on teams that have more funding, have more staff behind you. And
Yes.
now, you can put that in a game state, and oh my goodness. I mean, Taco Gaming, the way they came back, this solid Snake Baron from them was insane.
Yeah. It was a great call. It was a great call too from Flowers when he was doing the impression there. Yeah, it was good, and it was a pretty impactful. It was kind of the start of the comeback we saw coming through there. It was that plus I think a good amount of set plays coming through from TG into those later parts of the game, stacking, trying to catch out Griffin. There was actually a clip we have where they catch out Griffin, and it leads them to the second Baron that comes through, and it's these little slip ups from No Team that end up getting capitalized on. And I mean, if we look at the first clip and when we got to this clip, let's make no mistake, this is 25 minutes later into the game, guys. And this is No Team. Up until this moment, were dominating. They were running the game. But Taco Gaming, after the Baron sneak, after not really giving up and continuously looking for plays like this, you see them start to win out in some of these skirmishes. They get neutral objectives because of it. And it allowed them to catch up and actually beat No Team at the game we praised them so hard for. Because as we got later on, they were out team fighting No Team. And I'm talking like later into the game. And you could see that snowball really starting to build in their favor. That's how they won.
For No Team, I know before we run our last clip, Stunt, I mean, this was a big lead, a game that we felt like No Team should have cashed in on. I know that things got hectic, but, as a former coach and someone, who has been in this position, how do you kind of take a step back, reset, get these young guys back in line?
So when a game comes down to like careless mistakes, and then it's just important to tell the players to focus up. But if it's like something fundamentally wrong, then it's something that you feel like you have to mention in between series. Then I think I would mention that. And from No Team, I think a big thing that they aren't doing is they aren't respecting the enemy team's game plan. So if the enemy team is ahead in tempo, then they're going to be looking for picks on you. And it feels like they aren't recognizing that danger when they're face checking these bushes or like checking for vision. I think they need to think more about what the enemy team wants to do before they just run in for kills. I think that would be something that I would tell my team.
Well, that's something we're going to have to see if no team can bounce back from. We do have one more clip to run. And Stunt, if you could walk us through this one, this last fight. I know we hyped up Doxa. We hyped up Griffin a lot heading into this series. And this charm from Doxa was insane. And I know, though, like, as we look, we're going to get into it. Should be moving on. And Stunt, once again, walk me through. Here's the charm. I mean, like, what a moment coming out from Doxa.
Yeah, I do want to highlight the vision advantage for Taco Gaming in this area, because in a typical front-to-back team fight, no team should be the victors, and all they have to do is like hook the first target and focus them all together. But since they were kind of at a vision disadvantage, Taco Gaming was able to hit them from like many different angles that they didn't see coming, and so they got picked off one at a time during that fight, which led to the loss. I would like to see more of a focus on vision, and also from Taco Gaming, just well played on the skill shots there.
Really nice charm from Doxa. He's been charming us with his gameplay for the entire event. Beat down no team. What do you want to see out of them game 2?
I think we're just kind of echoing Stunt's sentiment from earlier on. I mean, this is a game where you definitely had it in the bag from level 1, and honestly, up until that second clip, which I got to remind you guys was 25 minutes into the game. So I think it's kind of just going back to what you know, and we've seen these situations come through for no team where they are able to come back from deficits, not usually get upset in those ways. So I think it is just kind of like you said, Stunt, just focus back up, because these are players who, despite some of them being young and a bit inexperienced, they do know what they should be doing.
All right.
For me personally, I would want to bring it back to the draft. I was surprised Gwen first pick came in, and then they countered it with Graves, but they didn't match the Graves into Gwen, when Graves is supposed to be a counter pick to Gwen in both jungle and top. And instead, they picked for Graves jungle against Kayn, who typically just wants to farm. I think it would have been better to pick an early ganking jungler like Jarvan. And like teams pick Caitlyn Jarvan together all the time because of their synergy. You know, Caitlyn dominating early game, Jarvan covering bot lane. I would want to see more, I guess, or a better win condition from draft.
All right, better win cons from draft, maybe a few more picks. Personally, I want to see more anime references. I think it's time to get in the JoJo here for Avali, and I do want to send it back to them. It's about time for game 2. Captain Flowers, Avali, take it away.
Why did you have to say the cursed words, Cubby? Why did you have to name them by name? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Happy to have you back here with us for our continued coverage of the Proving Grounds Qualifier number 2. Avali has clearly brought on another guest to the desk, but hey, we're ready to jump into our second game's draft here in just a second. Hopefully we get as spicy of a gameplay in the second one as we did in the first one, because that's the kind of League of Legends I like. None of this like hardcore macro, rotations, small losses, trade. No. PvP.
Flowers, don't diss my body pillows just because it's nacho style.
Okay, fun fact, did you know that I actually didn't believe that anime body pillows were real until I met you?
What do you mean you didn't think they were real?
That first scary stream that we did where when you got scared you went and got the body pillow, that's the first time I ever saw a real one of those. I thought they were a concept used to just like, you know, poke fun at weebs on the internet, and it was real.
They are called Dakimakuras, and look, you even upset Thresh, who came to say hi. Come here, Thresh.
Oh, do we have special guests?
Come here, Thresh. Come on.
Commentator. All right, Thresh. Let's hear about Thresh's predictions for this draft. Going through it real fast. We've still got Akali and Zoe and Karma banned away this time, so no Karma this time around. Ryze is banned out. Zeri remains banned out. I really want to see a Gwen ban here, just because. I mean, yes, they managed to beat it last time, but Dragoon was doing just fine. Okay, they're gonna let it go through. Sides are the same. Sides are the same as they were in game number 1, so we're not going to see that swap. A lot of times you will see that change around, but Jinx is locked in over the Gwen. Yes, that is Jinx from Arcane, banned out in the first game because, look, I'm going to be real here for a second. Arcane just won like 9 awards. I don't think the bet is shifting away from Jinx anytime soon. So, if y'all like Jinx, buckle up. We got some Jinx.
I am excited for the Jinx. I'm excited to see more Caitlyn play. I hate Jace, but sure, we could see a little bit of him there, you know, whatever. But when are we going to see the mid-Victor picks? Huh? When
Victor's
are we going to see...
Victor's popular. Now,
I'm not seeing them in this very series right now. I'm not seeing them. I'm seeing a Jinx. I'm seeing that we didn't get a Gwen ban, and
okay. Not only did we not get a Gwen ban, but Gwen went through the first 2 rotations here, not getting picked at all. No team picking the Jinx first, switching over there. Aphelios Lulu locked in as a duo together for the bottom lane of Taco Gaming. And now Dragoon will be back piloting the Gwen here in a second game in a row. On patch 12.4, I was not expecting this. Not expecting this.
I think that the teams that we have in the Proving Grounds are just on another level of play that has surpassed those in the LCS. You know, people in the LCS, they're always like, oh no, Instaban Gwen, I don't want to deal with her. I don't want to learn how to deal with her. But here in the Proving Grounds, we need to be scrappy. We need to, you know, prove ourselves as this grassroots talent. You know, we don't have salaries or budgets or all these fancy, you know, sports coaches and stuff to pump ourselves up as legitimate players and legitimate teams and organizations. No, we are team, no team, and we do not stand for NFTs. Okay, Flowers? It's Taco Tuesday.
Well, hey, if it's Taco Tuesday, we've got the Kai'Sa locked in, but because Aphelios is already locked in too, that means this will be mid-lane Kai'Sa. So this'll be your true, your ARAM style super poke. We got to see a little bit of it last game, but it wasn't exactly online fast enough to do those huge chunks that can just absolutely explode people. Up against a Zilean, though, I do like picking the Kai'Sa into this because you can just poke people down, force out that Zilean ulti early, or at least just make people back under the threat of being 2-tapped by it. So then Zilean's going to get less value. I like this.
You don't think that could be a sneaky little support, Zilean?
I don't know. I feel like you're...
Predictions.
I feel like it's mid.
You feel like Zilean is going mid, or you feel like Zilean is mid? Because, you know, people would... I didn't know that you were hip on the TikTok
I don't
lingo.
even know what calling something mid means, all right? I'm not on TikTok. I'm 31, dude. I don't
Bing
know what this stuff means. I don't know what this means, all right? I'm just...
All right, let me teach you. Okay, so something that we think is like mid-tier or kind of like okay, we call that mid. So that last game, no team was mid that last game, even though that wasn't really true because they were having really good fights and they had like a really good lead. So
okay. Well, we've got our second part of the bans done now. It's Jarvan and Lee banned out for no team, targeting that jungle pool a little bit more. On the other side, Syndra and Gangplank. So their read is that the mid laner will not be the Zilean. They're saying that, all right, that's your support. We want to keep the Syndra away from Blaze at least. Link's going to go ahead and pick up the Kayn there for Trickster. So this time we're going to get to see the Kayn, the shoe is on the other foot, and the Kayn is on the other team. This will be interesting to see if he pops off similarly to Griffin, or if he has a different start. Maybe he plays Red Kayn. I don't know.
That's something that we're just going to have to find out, Flowers. Because Blue Kayn is cool and everything, but Red Kayn...
I do appreciate no team always hovering the Skarner. I know they'll never lock it in because they actually want to win. But
I'm sorry.
The fact that they hover.
Yeah, but what did they just lock in instead of hovering, Flowers? What did they just lock in?
Ahri.
Wait, now I'm confused. I thought Ahri was gonna go mid, but now there's a TF on the draft. No, they're hovering it because they're trying to.
They're just trolling. Yeah, Ahri's going mid. Zilean is the support.
So what you're saying, Flowers, is that top tier analyst Ovally better than Jad by 100% times.
I mean, hey, you called the first blood and the setup and the credit in game number 1. I will challenge you to do that again here in game number 2. This is also Gwen jungle. It's Gwen jungle with Ornn top. So it'll be Gwen versus Kayn in the jungle. It'll be Ahri versus Kai'Sa in mid lane. And I remember hearing the guys in the analyst desk talking about this behind the scenes before our thing started today. So I'm just going to steal your point. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to yoink that right away. How mid lane AP Kai'Sa feels totally fine against Ahri. Just laning against it doesn't really feel threatened. You can take cleanse, get away from the charm. She never all ends you, and you just keep poking with stupid missiles. So that's going to be an interesting matchup. It'll be Camille picked into the Ornn there in top lane. All right, Avali, how are we feeling about this? What's your what are your eyeballs going to here? What's the most exciting you think?
There's a lot of purple on the side of Taco Gaming, and honestly, I feel like they're going to be able to they're going to be able to use that to their advantage. Because if you look at Taco Gaming, their logo is also purple. So I think that what they're going to try to do is they're going to try to use the power of purple to take down No Team. Because hear me out. With NFT technology, they can't always pick up certain, hues of color because of the JPEGs and the fungibility. So because they can't pick up certain, color textures and stuff, that's why Team Taco Gaming is choosing 3 purple champs, because it's really going to start to throw off their receptors. So Team Taco Gaming has the advantage, I should say.
Okay, well, that's Avali's prediction. She's saying Team Taco Gaming has the advantage because of something to do with purple. I'm going to say that this is a little tough. I'm giving it over to No Team again. I mean, you've got the front line, you've got the Gwen, she's immune, you've got, like, Jinx's hyper carry potential. I have seen so many games in LCS just get cannonball Hail Mary thrown all the way 80 yards down the field against Jinx. Just because as soon as she hits late game, it's just like, all right, well, let's go. And she's got a Zillion next to her. I don't know. No Team's comp just seems so strong right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Maybe they'll prove me wrong. Maybe we'll get to see like a chaotic world where Kayn and Camille get to do their one-shot stuff. Maybe. I'm hoping we get another level 1 invade. But
that would be fun. That would be fun for a level 1 invade. Something that we can see later on. I mean, we know how much these two teams love to fight. And with the Zillion ulti, we just keep that fight going even longer. Oh, you think you're down, buddy? Boop, time warp, time taunt, time change, time shift, time revive, time chrono shift.
You looking for the name of the ulti? It's chrono shift. I was like, wait, what is she saying? Is she just trying to come up with synonyms? And then I realized, oh wait, no, she's fishing for the ability here.
What year did Ivern come out?
Wait.
Okay, Ivern came out in 2016. Okay, it has been 6 years since Ivern came out, and I still don't understand how he works.
What do you mean?
He's a tree, and he makes bushes.
Dude, okay, I'm just gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take this one, I'm gonna leave it on the table, and I'm gonna look instead at where we're going, because hopefully we'll be in the game here in just a minute. Remember, there is a little bit of delay for all the good stuff, or like remote shows, you do have to build in a little bit of extra delay to allow everybody to get into the game and yada, yada, yada. You guys have heard the whole spiel before on LCS, so hopefully we'll be into the game here in just a moment, and look at that, as soon as I say it, the producers play it. You love to see it, my friends. Welcome to Summoner's Rift, our second game in this best of 5. For those of y'all that are just now joining us, I would like to let you know that our first game was an absolute bop. We got to see so many kills so fast, level 1 first bloods before minions even spawn. Hopefully we get the same amount of violence here in game number 2. No Team was leading for so long in game number 1, but it was Taco Gaming who came back and managed to out-team fight him in the later phases, and you know they're going to want to be thirsty for that revenge now.
Okay, Flowers, why don't you make your prediction first for who's going to get first blooded and who will get the first blood, since I made mine last time?
Dude, I don't know.
What? Fine, you sound very unenthusiastic. Me, the enthusiastic person on the No. Me, the enthusiastic happy caster who is grateful for these opportunities, will jump in, and I'm going to say that Blaze is going to get bopped in a gank by Trickster, and Doxa is gonna pick up the kill.
Okay, so Trickster ganks mid, Blaze dies, but Doxa's the one with the kill credit.
But Doxa gets the kill officially.
Okay. We're gonna see how close that is. We do have Cozy walking up here, just trying to mess with the jungle start here a little bit. We see top laners do this every now and then. If you know you're not actually under any real threat of dying to them, you can just walk up, harass a little bit, try to see if you can distract the guy, maybe make him waste an extra potion, take an extra hit, but that's not going to occur. Up here in top, I don't expect things to be super eventful. Up against Ornn, they're normally not, unless junglers want to get involved. Down here in bottom lane, this is where I want to see the hype, man. This is Jinx Aphelios. This is the 280 carries that we've been seeing nonstop, just constantly, never ending for so long now. If you like the Jinx and Aphelios meta, you're in heaven right now. If you're tired of Jinx Aphelios meta, sorry, but we're probably still going to be here for a while. They both just scale so well, and it's always fun to see one of them pop off, though, because they can slam some team fights.
Aphelios has way too many skills. 200 years.
What do you mean he has way too many skills?
He's got... Okay, so whenever I play a new MMO, I don't read the skills, and I just kind of guess, and I figure it out.
MMOs aren't for reading. They're for mashing X through all the dialogue and then farming.
Well, technically it's G if you're playing Lost Ark.
Okay.
And you just press G.
Either way, you mash the button through the dialogue. I don't think I have ever played a single MMO where I know what the story is even a little bit. You just mash the button and then go kill stuff.
I mean, I thought Battle for Azeroth had a good plot. There was dinosaurs. All I remember is the dinosaurs. I think there was some
plot.
sort
Yeah,
of
that's a great plot. There was a dinosaur in the game. Well, down here in bottom lane, man, Lynx is just taking over here against Scoop.
Oh, no!
Meanwhile, look at that. It's Rovex, the Chad Lulu Flash Ignite win the fight. Rovex setting it up for Taco Gaming.
I wonder if that taco tasted purple.
I don't think they got to even have a taste of the taco. You blink and you're dead. Rovex just taking advantage of the unsuspecting Jinx, thinking, all right, Aphelios made his move. I'll back up a little bit. And Rovex just flashing in there, knowing the damage thresholds, knowing the ceilings, and getting it done, man. Nice. It's not a bloodbath at level 1 like the last game, but it was still a cool play to get the first blood.
Oh.
Unfortunately, Jashuka is now caught between a rock and a cane place, and he does not have any way out. Running towards the turret, you're just dead to rights. You don't flash, you don't use anything there. You just have to accept your death. And it's Rovex who takes the credit. A 2-0 Lulu, the only player on the board so far in this game.
I mean, I guess that's not as bad for Jashuka. That's probably the best, result that he could have asked for instead of giving 2 extra assists or giving the kill over to a carry. Stacking up that big chonky Lulu is very nice for Rovex, though. As someone who likes to steal all the kills as support, I do like going 2-0 within the first 5 minutes of the game.
See, that's the thing. Whenever I play with you, I know that you're going to try to take the kills as support. But the nice part about that is I know that you're going to miss most of the skill shots, so I'll still get a good chunk of the kills, even despite the fact that you're actively working to undermine the team. So that is one of the things. Make sure you guys watching from home play with people who like to steal kills. You play with people who like to steal kills and can't aim. Up in top side, Dragoon just getting a little he's getting a little aggressive here, just trying to keep Cozy away. This wave's about to crash into the turret, but after Dragoon farms it up, man, he's gonna have a nice Cozy CS lead.
Okay, you know what? I don't miss all my skill shots, and I don't forsake my team. My team usually has awful AD carries, and if it wasn't for me, my team doesn't have Scooped. My team doesn't have Lynx, okay? I've got Ender as an AD carry, and he's awful. So I have to pick up the kills myself.
Dude, he's not even here to defend himself. Doxa has to flash away. He can't defend himself either. Just barely staying alive. Sidesteps the return of the Ahri orb. Doxa lives with a sliver of HP.
Doxa's like, Blaze, you trying to come at me with the Ahri? I just played that last game and won with her. Just sidestepping the little orbs, but I feel like Blaze could have gotten that kill if,
What?
I don't know. If he
I was waiting for the follow-up where you explain how he could have gotten the kill.
I'm an analyst.
I just get a preposition with no prepositional phrase. Yeah, I could do that if... Okay. All right. Well, Taco Gaming can grab the dragon if nothing because there's nobody stopping them. Nobody from no team is around to try to put the brakes on this one. 6 minutes in. Cloud Drake first and foremost. Obviously, you know why Cloud Drake feels good when it's the first Drake of the game? Because it means it can't be the soul, so you get one of the good ones instead.
Personally, as a Lux main, I like the cooldown that it provides me with, so I can zip, zoom my lasers as fast as possible.
Hell yeah. Okay, firing off a couple of lasers. I can respect that. Lux ulti is pretty cool. I do like the fact that it's very spammable late game because it's the coolest part of her kit, so you should be able to shoot it a lot.
Yeah, but I do notice that, like, whenever it is the Cloud Soul, no one really wants to fight for it because it's like, Rift Herald's up. There's better things on the map that I could be doing with my life.
Yeah, unfortunately, Cloud Soul, he's just not very popular. But,
oh no,
Scooped is popular in the wrong kind of way. Everybody wants to go to his party, and he's a guest of honor, but they put him in the dirt. Taco Gaming picks one up. They juggle the aggro well enough to not have to trade anybody else back. They're going to crash another wave into the turret here as he's still respawning. Nice plays from the Taco squad.
They really... Okay, wait. They were jalapeno their... Oh no, it has to be yo. Crap. I can't say jalapeno business because it has to be... I have to be directing at someone. Okay, just give me 5. I'll figure it out.
Okay, cool. Avali's gonna go read that stupid list of bad jokes that she found on the internet. While
They're taco
Griffin
puns.
is gonna go in topside to see if they can make this dive onto Cozy. Nicely done from Cozy. He attacks Griffin right when the Ram was coming back to prevent him from using R2. Still doesn't matter. There's enough damage between Griffin and Dragoon to get the kill, and Camille goes in the dirt.
Wow, Flowers. That was kind of guakward for Cozy.
Can I just, like... Can we ban this list? Like, whatever this list is, can we, like, fine Avali whenever she reads something from it? If there's a producer behind the scenes that can find the same list and then just, like, make sure she's not quoting from the list. Because, man, these are something else. Scoops. Scoop and Jashuka are trying to get a kill, man. It's so close. Link stays alive. 200 HP left. Super Mega Death Rocket can't take him down. Scoop and Jashuka got to back away.
Was I reading about parrotfish the last time that we were casting?
I have blocked it from memory. I can't recall.
What an excellent friendship we have.
It's how I keep the friendship going.
Wait, hold on a second. Someone in chat just says, Avali, Cloud Drake no longer gives cooldown reduction. It's movement speed out of combat, not ultimate cooldown reduction. I've been living a lie!
Yeah, I was just kind of going to let you have that. On top of all the other stuff, I was just gonna let it go, but now Twitch chat has called you out. So alright, whatever. Griffin's making the dive and Lynx is trying to stay alive. Griffin eats a ton of damage coming out from the turret, so it will be a 1-for-1. But now, here comes the world's worst nightmare. It's double buff Chad Lulu going for the flash play yet again. There goes your Glitter Lance. Forcing the flash at a Scoop. He tries to get away underneath that turret, but Trickster's ready to go. A little bit more damage goes through as the W finds the mark. Wild Growth on the Trickster, who dives right into the body of the enemy support for the double kill. Rovex sets him up. Trickster knocks him down. Taco Gaming. Looking good.
Okay, we need to get Rovex signed to a team ASAP. Oh no, Scooped. Here comes the ultimate. Will it find? And it doesn't even. No, does it? Oh no.
Doesn't matter though, Jinx has friends, and Blaze is ready to bring the power of anime to the bottom lane here with the power of Ari. Rovex tries to get away. Lulu doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, and double buffs go over to the mid laner from No Team.
Oh, and here's Cozy poking Dragoon. He's like, "You're not on Gwen anymore. You don't got scissors to hurt me." Oh, wait a second. Is that a goat? Oh, but I have a flash, baby.
Nicely done from Cozy getting away from that one. That was pretty scary, man. You do not want to get solo killed by an Ornn with a Bomby Cinder and a Tear. All right, let's go. All right, break down the replay for us, Avali. How did this happen?
All right, so Scoop's in there, right? Scoop's launching all these rockets, and Rovic's like, here's my cue, but it's okay, because Jashuka's got the chrono shift. And here comes Griffin diving onto Lynx. Lynx getting bombed. Griffin going down at the hands of the tower. And Rovex is like, you know what? I'm a support. I've taken enough kills. I'm going to chase you down. I know that I've got Trickster coming soon. Flash in. Slow you down. Throw my little Q, my little glitter lance thing. Scooped flashes out. He's like, it's okay. I'm safe. Trickster comes in. Gets the little spinny. Says, Jashuka, I'm coming for you next. Jashuka's like, I'm safe. Oh, wait a second. Is that a Lulu ult? Oh, no. Did I just get ulted? And down goes Jashuka. And Trickster is just like, thank you, Lulu. Is that proper play-by-play?
Yeah, sure. That was good enough. Anyway, second Drake is live, and And that's
Gordon
an
Ramsay.
ocean drake. Sometimes Gordon just takes a bite and he's like, that's not worth complaining about. Let's just go. Anyway, we got a team fight breaking out now. Griffin's here on the front. He's tanking up real nice there. Nobody else can help him because you guessed it. Gwen is immune, and Rovex hits the floor. Scoop picking up another one. Even though the Drake got stolen away, they're going to make even more plays thereafter. No team. They get themselves a Drake. They get themselves 3 kills. They get themselves a 1,500 gold lead. They don't need sponsors. They don't need orgs. They got everything they need here on the Rift, and they're mopping them up.
And Scooped also dropping out that white flag emote as Doxa thinks it's safe to go under tower, but Griffin's here. Doxa trying to jump onto Jashuka, but Jashuka pulling the ult on himself.
What's the name of that ult, Avali?
The chrono trigger.
Close enough. You know what? It rounds up. You got the first half. That'll work. Anyway, no team takes the first turret of the game here in bottom lane, and that 1,500 gold lead is now 3,500 gold lead as soon as you blink your eyes. Taco Gaming fumbling the ball here a little bit with this one. Feels like kind of we're getting a bit of the reverse story from last time around. One team doing good early, and then the fights start to go the way of the other side, but it's happening a lot earlier.
Okay, I'm out of taco puns.
Oh, no. That's really unlucky.
Here, flowers.
Darn.
Let's not burrito round the bush.
Okay, let's
That's not a taco. What do
yes,
we find?
Thank you, broadcast. All right,
What
that's
do you mean
one.
find?
This is like being a kid and your parents have a swear jar, except we have a cringe jar for Ovely. Every time Ovely posts cringe, another fine for the fine jar. Now, no team looking to set up a play here in top. They don't even need to kill Cozy. They just got to get him away so that Scooped can put the bullets into the turret. There's 30 seconds left here on the turret place, which means plenty of money to be collected. Super Mega Death Rocket flew out there, but a nice usage of that Gwen W means they're going to keep pushing, even though it didn't get a whole lot. Griffin's going to keep on marching up, but now he's going to fall back. 300 HP remaining, has no W. Jashuka's going to be the sacrificial lamb instead. Ulti cooldown wasn't quite ready the entire time. Scoop was hitting the turret, and there it goes. With 8 seconds to spare, he picks up every plate. But now he's got to get out of town. Trickster's making his way up, but he missed the W, and Scoop can get away.
All right, Flowers, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to break down what just happened here as an analyst.
Okay.
As an analyst, not analysis. That's a noun, an analyst, which is also a noun, but it's a profession, okay? And it is of my analytical, that'd be an adjective, analytical opinion being the subject of what the adjective is representing.
This is like reading a book. This sucks. Let's say what you want to say. I don't need 4 pages of exposition.
Okay, I had something in my throat. I do believe that Doxa is getting dove right now.
Yeah, Doxa could be in a little trouble, but he gets away. Second part of that Ornn ulti will not be able to hit him and find the kill. Doxa's still not at a point where he's able to contribute a whole lot to these fights either. Unevolved, Mana Moon, 2 longswords, some boots from the internet that magically appeared in his inventory, and a crappy potion. This is not going to allow him to have the same impact in a fight as an Ahri with a Ludens and a Sorcerer's Shoe. Blaze is doing great here in the mid lane this game.
I wonder if there's ever going to be an item in the future where you could take a potion and then just like put it on your shoes and it... Okay, hear me out. Okay, remember how we used to have... What were the shoes called? Homecoming, home run, homeward bound.
Homecoming shoes?
Homecoming shoes.
What are you talking about?
Okay, remember when you would get like... Okay, this was in the early days where you'd get like that
Is this more Zoomer stuff that I have no idea what it is?
No, it was the... I'm gonna Google this. Don't worry about it.
Okay, Avali's going to Google some shoes, while the rest of us talk about how this game continues to blow up for no team. And I mean blow up in a good way. We're talking balloons. We're talking about a blimp flying through the air saying Taco Gaming can't do it because no team is 4,500 ahead. Wait, you're talking about boots in League? I thought you were making a real-life reference, and I was trying to figure out what homecoming shoes were.
Homecoming!
What?
Okay, so
I was trying to figure out if you were trying to allude to a tuxedo rental or... okay. Anyway, top side, Cozy's setting up a push, but bottom side, it's Griffin and Blaze doing the same. Griffin and Blaze, however, are on to the tier 2, and remember, those are worth so much more money, my friends. They'll escort this Herald up. They would love to get another charge. I think they'll be able to get one here. Kane jumps out to do a little bit of damage. Nice. That's going to take out 3/4 of the HP on that one. Feels real good for no team.
Home guard boots, Flowers. Home guard. That's the word that we were looking for. Thank you, producer.
Yeah.
We're going ahead
We've got home guards.
We've got home guards. We've got home guards. Anyways, it was something about pouring potions. I like how chat says that Ovally is doing filler casting, and I do think that is accurate considering how much anime I've watched, and we were talking about Naruto before. Filler is where I thrive. And does this mean we have the Hextech Drake?
Yes, this is, because it's the third one of the game, this is the Hextech Rift. It'll be the Hextech Soul. This is, if the stats are still correct, because people like this stat a lot at the LCS, is which Dragon Soul has the highest win rate. And the last time I heard, the Hextech Soul is the highest win rate in League of Legends. You have the highest, if you get this thing, you have a really high chance of winning the game. So Hextech Soul is super powerful. If you don't know what it does, since you don't know what Ivern does, so I'm just going to go on what I don't think is too big of a leap.
Okay.
Hextech Soul gives you a Chain Lightning that charges up similar to like an old static Shiv proc, but it also slows them when you hit them with it. So very, very powerful stuff. Useful on champions who don't even do a lot of damage. Like Zillion can throw a crappy little auto attack in there. Boom, you get a chain slow on people. It allows a lot of extra utility on champions that would not normally be able to administer it, while also adding more damage to champions that do need to deal damage in the middle of the fight. So very, very effective stuff. The warp gates are, they can be really powerful, or they can also be a meme. It just kind of depends on how you use them.
I'm gonna say a controversial opinion. Are you ready for this?
Okay.
I liked the Fart Dragon. I did not think that the Fart Dragon was overpowered. And I think that
Can I get a new co-commentator, please, producers? I have just been told probably the worst opinion that I've heard in a month, and this is the League of Legends community, so there's a lot of bad takes, but I don't believe in that one, Ovally, but I do believe in Griffin, and Griffin has just picked up one. He's going in for the Lulu, but Rovex returns the shots. He flashes in! Chad Lulu, destroyer of worlds! Rovex will not be trifled with.
I'm sorry, Core JJ who? I only know of Rovex on the Lulu. Flowers, Rovex is just out here slapping people around, and I believe Rovex was also on that Karma in the last game where they ended up winning with all them mantra Qs. Rovex is the MVP of this entire tournament!
Rovex is looking good here. So let's take another look at how this fight started off here. Blaze barely beating Trickster there in the 1v1, but then you got to see Doxa dive in, looking to clean that kill up. Then Griffin went in for the 1v2 play. He switches his aggro depending on whoever's closer. The super mega death rocket flying in from downtown over there in the red side jungle looked like it set Griffin up for the double kill. And against most Lulus, it would. But this ain't your mama's Lulu. This is Rovex's Lulu. And he's not here to set up his AD carry. He is the carry.
Flowers, I would like to point out that since we were talking about home guards and homecoming shoes, people are now asking what shoes you would wear to esports prom, since, you know, we are going to have esports prom.
I'm not going to a prom, dude.
Flowers.
What?
I have a very important question to ask you.
Oh, wait, but never mind. We have Trickster running through the wall instead. We should definitely talk about that. Look how cool he looks.
Very important question
Sasuke.
for you. And I think everyone in the chat is with me when I ask you this question. Will you go to esports prom with me?
No. I just said I'm not going to esports prom.
No, but will you go with me?
That's just a subcategory of esports prom as a whole, which I already said no to.
But I'm like the cherry on top of the sundae. Like, sure,
You're
maybe the Sunday's bad, but...
I don't know what you are, but you're something. Anyway, no team is going for the Baron, and the Baron is dropping at a moderate pace. They're not exactly burning this one down, but Taco Gaming's not exactly in the neighborhood to stop them either. Baron's already down to about 2K. Blaze jumps over the wall just to try to stop them from getting anywhere near it.
Ooh.
There's nothing to even stop. Nobody from Taco Gaming was anywhere nearby. Trickster runs in to see if he might be able to pick up a cheeky kill on the back end of it, but no, sir. That's just no team getting away with it.
And last game we saw how it was TG who was always in control of the Barons, whether they were sneaking it or taking it after a nice little fight, but no team learning from their mistakes and getting themselves all built up, especially with Griffin on that Gwen smacking people around. But honestly, yeah, Blaze is performing really well on this Ahri too. Went from the Blaze was on the Vex last game. Yeah, went from the Vex straight to Ahri.
I'm liking it. I'm liking what we're getting here. This is
Like
a fun series. Trickster, though, he might not be having too much fun here. Throws that W right back out, but it's going to be their AD carry who dies. Lynx pays the price, and Griffin ain't done. He's got a zillion ready to speed him up, but no, now they're not going to continue the chase. They don't want to go too far. Rovex might be caught out, but he's heading towards his Camille. Trickster going right back in looking for his blue buff, but he found a little bit more than what he was asking for. The blue buff's going to go over to Griffin, and now he's going to get the kill as well. Snip, snip, my friends. Griffin finds himself his 3rd kill of the game. Oh, but he ain't done. Okay, Cozy, let's see what you got. He jumps into what he thinks is a 1v1. It's going to be a kill coming over to Doxa on the Kaisa with the snipe. And Cozy gets away, so at least they get one back. But now the problem is, no team's still in control. No team's still got more bodies on the map, and no team is going after their 3rd Drake of the game.
After this, they're only one dragon away from that ever-coveted soul that you had mentioned before, and I honestly would love to see lightning come flying out of those scissors that Griffin's waving around the rift.
Oh wait, Chad is decoloning me for not agreeing to go to esports.
Yeah, you're bullying me.
How am I being a bully?
I like, Kachow says, Flowers would be a terrible improv partner. He says no to everything she says. See, Flowers, as we said in rehearsal, yes and.
Right, but half the stuff you say, I'm just gonna be like, yes and, I'm out. Like, I don't really know.
We have Night Star, or is it Knit 3 Star? Night. I'm gonna say Night. I'm gonna say this is it's Night Star. See, Leet speak as the kids would call it. Flowers. This Captain Flowers Oblate Maycast is really the taco of the town. Cozy escapes.
I don't think you actually ran out of those jokes, did you? I don't think you actually got to the end of the list, did you?
So there's 50 of them.
Yeah, you have not used 50 of them.
But they're not that great. Like, there's some that just don't make sense. Like, they use the word burrito with, like, cats multiple times.
Okay.
And some of them are just like taco.
Well, if we ever get a Yumi game, you can use those ones. But this game's about to end pretty swiftly, I got a feeling.
Ooh.
No team. They've already found a kill, and Blaze is godlike. They'll look to continue just beating up on the base. First inhibitor's gone. Second inhibitor's gone. I don't even think the world's greatest Lulu's going to be able to stop this one. Rovex trying to hold out on the defense. Everybody else right next to him. Blaze 7-0-1 here on this Ahri. It's a 9,000 gold lead. It's Baron up on the map in 2.5 minutes. It's Taco Gaming's base in shambles. This one's feeling like no team's about to tie it up.
Yeah, this is not feeling super great for TG right now. We thought that they were having the, Taco Tuesday buff, and that really came through for them in the first game. But in the second game, I think they're going to need a little bit of refresher. Get some more tortillas in there. Some queso. You know what?
Hell yeah.
Personally, I am a supporter of the quesadilla. Throw some steak in there, a little bit of chicken. And all of this, of course, is a metaphor for, throwing some CS in there, which I believe, Lynx could do a little bit more of. And the spicy sauce, which is the Baron buff. I feel free to cut me off whenever, by the way.
It's kind of hard for Lynx to get some CS, though, I feel like. I mean, you're up against this 7-0 Ahri that just pops out of nowhere and one-shots you. Jinx will hit you with Super Mega Death Rocket from all the way downtown. Gwen just runs at you, and it's time to get the hell out of town. There's not a whole lot for this poor Felios at 0-5 to be able to do here. I feel like we're looking at a game, my friends, that no team just has to throw. Just toss the whole thing all the way down the field as hard as you can over and over again. That's about the only way, because Taco Gaming's squad, I mean, look at this. There's not really any real initiation here. You got a Blue Kayn and a Camille. They can't start fights off on their own terms, while no team is just flinging Ornn ultis right down the middle. Cozy's going to be your next target. Griffin tanking up a little bit of aggro here, but he's got the Zill ulti, so the man ain't afraid. They just don't stop. No Team onto the Nexus turrets now, and they've already got minion waves coming in from mid, from top, from bot, from any which way but loose. And there's nowhere to go but lose, as Taco Gaming is done for, and No Team strikes back.
They may be called No Team Flowers, but in this game, they were Go Team.
I was actually going to say that myself.
You were?
You read my mind. I was
five.
going to do it. I
High
was
five
going to
to
do
the
it.
camera.
All right, we're high-fiving Ovely on that one. Awesome. All right, so we have a series, my friends, with Taco Gaming taking game number 1 and No Team tying it up here in game number 2. We are guaranteed at least 4 games of League of Legends here today, and I hope it keeps up like this. We're heading to another break, but once we get back, Cubby and the analysts are locked and loaded and ready to break down all the action. Excuse me, I forgot we actually got to go ahead and talk about a little something else first, my friends.
Tell me.
See, it's currently after game number 2. And after game number 2, that means we got to talk about a little something different. That's right. Are you looking to upgrade your gamer gear? Well, look no further. Start your 2022 off right with official Unified Esports merchandise brought to you by Skulls. Hoodies, joggers, jerseys, armbands, and a whole lot more coming soon. You got the skill. Now get the swag. Skulls.com/collection/unified has everything you need. Gear up, game on. Skulls.
Ooh.
And with that, we'll be right back after these messages.